Hi guys, I said I was going to do an update video on my laser treatment. I had my follow-up appointment yesterday morning about 9 o'clock, and if you guys remember from the last video, my right eye was quite blurry and my left eye was much better, but it still wasn't that clear. When I went back for my follow-up yesterday morning, my right one is now better than my left one, and my left one is still slightly blurred. Like my left one hadn't changed at all. It was exactly the same as the day after the surgery, and my right one was now slightly better than my left one. So I now have 20/20 vision in this one, and I have 20/20 minus like maybe 2 letters in this one. And I know that sounds like it should be really good and I should be really excited, but I could see better in my glasses. I could definitely see better. I can see the 20/20 vision line in each eye, but I can't read the letters clearly. And the worst thing is she was using the same letters that I have in my testing room, so I think it was partly because I knew what the letters were, and it's really annoying because it's not as clear as my glasses. And it's been like 9 days since my treatment. Normally, like, I had a friend that had it done and she was told to stop using drops when she went back for her follow-up, and I was told to carry on using my drops for a bit longer. So she still thinks it's like in the healing process, and she still thinks that over the next few weeks there's a chance it can improve again. But obviously she knows exactly what I could see in my glasses before I had the treatment done, and I was actually the next line down from 20/20 in each eye and I could see it really clearly. But I've had the laser treatment done. I'm like just about 20/20 vision in both eyes, but I'm not quite as good in that one, and neither of them are particularly clear. So like I said, I don't know if it's because I know the letters and I can work out the shapes of what they are, or whether I could see them, but it really isn't as clear as my glasses. And then the only thing that kind of worried me is she tried to do like a prescription for me and I still couldn't see that clearly. And I just thought, like, I don't know if something's gone wrong or it's still in the healing process, but I cannot see as well as when I had my glasses on before. But the thing is, before I was like a -6, I had astigmatism and I couldn't see anything without my glasses. Now I can drive legally without my glasses on, I can walk around, I can do stuff without my glasses on or any lenses in, but it's not as clear as when I used to have my glasses on. And that, I don't know if it annoys me because I'm an optician and I can check what I can see every day on my own chart, or whether I just notice that things are not as clear as before when I used to put my glasses on. I went up to Manchester for a course during the week before my checkup and I couldn't see what the guy was writing on the flip chart. I mean, to be honest, I was sat on the back table, the furthest away, but I was sat there last time and I could see the board with my glasses and I couldn't see it this time. And I just thought, I don't know if this is just the best vision that I'm going to get, and even with glasses I'm not going to be able to correct it. And I know that 20/20 sounds really good, and it is, like I can see, but it's not as clear as like with my glasses. And I was a bit like, okay. And the other thing that's annoying me is like the glare when I'm driving at night. I'm getting used to it, it's not as bad, but basically when there's a headlight coming towards me, I can just see a big fuzzy haze around everything. And when I said to her, look, my friends that have had it done, they've literally had 20/20 vision the next day and they can see clearly, and this one was really blurry and this one was okay. And she said, yeah, but your friends were like much lower prescriptions than you. They were all like -2s, -3s, and you're a -6. So that means that the healing process is going to take longer because they've got to laser more of my eye. And she said, well, yeah, that's probably what it is. And she's expecting it. She said, I expect it to get a little bit better in the next 3 weeks, but I wouldn't expect it to be drastically changing now, because the most amount of change happens in the first week, and then it gradually improves over like months to weeks, she said. Well, weeks to months, she said. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get disheartened by it now, because obviously I've got 20/20 vision and I can see without my glasses, and if this is what I've got to accept my vision's going to be like, then that's fine. But like I said, when I struggled to see that board on my course last week, it annoyed me because I didn't have any glasses that I could put on. And even when she did my prescription, she still said it doesn't make any difference. Even when you got the prescription, you can't see any better. That's when she said, I think it's still healing and stuff, and that's probably why you're getting a lot of glare. The glare doesn't bother me as much, it's just because, again, I didn't get it before, and she said to me, you'll definitely get it to start with, and it can take months to sort itself out, or up to a year to sort itself out. So I was like, okay, the glare I can cope with, but it's just the clarity is just not what it was. But since the last time I spoke to you guys, this eye was really blurry, and now I've got like 20/20 vision in this eye, so obviously it changed drastically. So she told me to carry on using the drops, and I have been told to carry on using the eye drops like for dryness consistently. When I spoke to you guys last time, I was basically not really getting any dryness. So it was the day after my surgery. I didn't really get any dryness on the day of my surgery, and I didn't get dryness the whole day. My eyes felt totally normal, but then the couple of days after that, the dryness started to really kick in, and I've still got dry eyes right now. Like right now, obviously I've not worn contact lenses for over 2 weeks, and it feels like I've got dry contact lenses in at the moment. So obviously that's just the effect of the surgery and having dry eyes. I don't think my dryness is as bad as some people, because I know like a friend of mine's getting it really badly and she's having to use eye drops like all the time. So I think in that sense I'm kind of lucky because I haven't got the dryness issue. But it's just, I don't feel like my eyes have completely healed. And I know it's only been 9 days and stuff, but I said that last time thinking my vision would like, you know, thinking that the dryness wouldn't be an issue and thinking that the vision would drastically improve, and it has done, so obviously I'm happy. And the only thing that concerned me, and also a little bit, when I went for my follow-up, she went, if your vision does stay like this, we can like re-laser it. And I was like, okay, I'm not getting this re-lasered, because if this is like surgical procedure on your eyes, would you keep getting it redone? And for the sake of this tiny little prescription I've got left over, is it really worth getting lasering done? No, it's probably not. I can cope with it. I don't regret it, because obviously I've never been able to get up and go to work without my glasses or lenses, and now I can, and it's great. It's really, really nice. And obviously when it comes to going on holiday, I'm going to love it, because I can just go swimming and stuff without having to have issues of not seeing. But it's just, I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that I can't see as well. But I do have 20/20 vision, so I can't really complain. But when people come back and they go, oh, my vision's perfect the next day, I definitely didn't get that feeling, and I didn't feel like it was as clear. But obviously I'm just going to get over it, because at the end of the day I didn't pay for it, so I don't know why I'm complaining. But at the end, I just feel like I'd be so much more disappointed if I had paid for this surgery and then it didn't go as well as I wanted it to go. But there's still, technically I've got to go back in 3 weeks time, so there's still room for improvement. But like I said, I can see, and you know, my patients come in with worse vision than me and they don't wear glasses, so I'm thinking, Trisha, just get over it. You guys asked me some questions at the end of my last video, so I've written down like, I think it was like 3 questions. Most people just made comments, but a couple of people asked questions. I'm just going to go through those now. So At Home with Angie asked me, did they give you any needles or injections when you had your surgery done? They don't do any needles. They don't do any injections. If anyone even thought about coming near me with a needle near my eye, I would have just totally freaked out. The way that they anaesthetise the eye and numb it is just to use eye drops. So they literally just put a couple of eye drops in each eye, and that was about it. It stung for like 2 seconds and then I couldn't feel anything. The price, a lot of people were sort of questioning the price. Remember, obviously if you're in the UK, like £4,500 is a lot of money, but remember with the procedure that I was having done, it was the newest procedure that they had on the market. So obviously £4,500 is a lot of money, but they have procedures that start from like 1,300, 1,400 like for 2 eyes together. So, you know, some of them are like 400 or 500 per eye, depending on where you go and how old the procedures are. Obviously, the procedure I had done was a lot newer, so it was just more expensive. So don't think anywhere you go it's going to cost you £4,500. That was just what they quoted me for the procedure that I had done. And obviously, I think the stronger your prescription is, and you know, if you have astigmatism, they kind of add on more money. So I think because my eyes were so bad, they quoted me that much money for my procedure. But obviously, I did have something quite up to date done. So when they have these deals that say half price, I would say, for thinking about it, then go for it, because it is expensive when you got to pay full price for stuff. And someone asked me to make like a recommendation for laser. It's really hard to say what I think at the moment on the basis that I can't see as well. Like I said, I don't regret it, but it is a bit annoying that I can't see as well. But to be honest, the way that I am with my eyes, I'm so particular about being able to see properly. And the way that it was like pitched to me was I'd be able to see just as well as my glasses, if not slightly better. So when I was like a line and a bit worse than my glasses, obviously it annoyed me. I know exactly what I can see on that chart. When she just said all about this, oh, you'll get 20/20 vision, you'll get better than that, you'll be able to see this and that. I kind of went along with her because she seemed quite genuine and she knew I wasn't paying for it. And I just thought, why are they going to give me all that crap? I'm not paying for it. But it was just a bit, it seemed a bit too good to be true. And now I I think, oh, it probably was. And I know I'm complaining now about it, but it's just because I can't physically get glasses to make my vision better. But remember, guys, it's not bad. So if you're not fussy like me, you're going to be absolutely fine with this vision. And most people that have this vision would not wear glasses. But if I went back there in 3 weeks' time and she can improve it by giving me glasses, I would get glasses, just because certain situations, like when I'm driving at night or when I'm looking at something on a lecture board miles away because I'm sat at the back, that I would want things like that to be a little bit clearer. I really struggled with contact lenses. I mean, you guys saw me wear contact lenses in a lot of my videos, but most of the time I'd put my lenses in for a few hours when I was filming and then I'd take them back out again, because it annoyed me when I could see the reflections of the lenses and the light. Like, when I was watching it back, it just annoyed me, and I thought, you guys must be getting really annoyed with it. I don't wear contact lenses that often. I will wear them if I go out or to a wedding or, you know, out with friends or something. Like if I'm socialising, I'll wear my lenses, but normally they were only in for a few hours because I had really, really dry eyes. I didn't have sensitive eyes or anything. I just had really dry eyes, so I couldn't wear my lenses for that long. And I think, right, having dry eyes and then getting laser surgery done, was that the most sensible thing to do? But when I went for my consultation, she said, your eyes don't look particularly dry, so you should be absolutely fine. So, and I'm just thinking, actually, I know people that are much worse off and have really, really bad dryness, and actually they didn't before the procedure and now they have, and I don't think my dryness is that bad. So in terms of making like recommendations, I don't really have any right now until my eyes are settled and I know what I think of it. But I think if you have really, really dry eyes, be prepared the fact that it's going to feel like you've got dry contact lenses in all the time, because that's how my eyes feel right now. So I am due to put some eye drops in anyway. I've got to carry on using the drops for another 3 weeks until I see her again. Someone also asked me, because I mentioned it was really painful like the day of my surgery. Like I said, the surgery itself, I couldn't feel a thing. It was absolutely fine. I feel a bit of pressure on my eye, but it didn't hurt at all. It was 20 minutes after my surgery, I started to feel a really horrible burning, stinging pain where I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I just thought, oh my god, has it gone wrong? Which is what I thought, because it was so painful. That lasted until I went home and got into bed. So I think the journey home was probably half an hour, 45 minutes. So in total, I was in pain for like an hour. And then after an hour, I got home, closed my eyes, went to bed, put the goggles on. And when I woke up, I was absolutely fine. And I'd only slept for like 2 hours. So the best advice I can give you is just to go home, close your eyes and just go to sleep. And I think it starts the healing process when you're sleeping, because you're not blinking and you're not aggravating anything. So I think the best thing to do is go home, go to sleep, put the drops in, go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, it'll feel a bit dry and you just put more drops in. But I think if I'd stayed awake for 3 hours, I think it would have hurt for 3 hours because it was really painful. But I say like painful like when you've scratched the front of your eye and your eyes are watering and then you've got onions and chili in your eye. That is how it felt. It was horrible. I don't want to put anyone off, but if I knew my eyes were going to be like this afterwards, I don't think I would have had it done. And that's what puts me off about her saying about re-lasering my eyes. If I can wear glasses to correct this little prescription I've got left over. I have got a small prescription left over. I've got a little bit of astigmatism left in that eye, and I'm about a minus 0.50 in that eye. And it annoys me because, like I said, I'm used to having really clear vision. So if I go back in 3 weeks' time and she can give me a prescription that will just sharpen everything up so it was like before, then I would take those glasses and I would wear them. I don't think it's worth getting this relasered because it's such a small prescription. And honestly, I'm just being really, really fussy, short-sighted person because I know I wouldn't need my glasses all the time, whereas before I wore them all the time. And at least in this situation I don't have to wear contact lenses or anything like that. It's just if I go to somewhere like a lecture and I can't see the board, at least I can just put my glasses over the top and I can see properly. Oh, I've got my pink baby lips on today and I really loved it, so I just thought I'd wear it. What ended up happening was it ended up like a stain because it's not coming off on my lips at all. I put this on in the morning when I did my makeup, and then as the day went on, as my lips got dry, I just kept reapplying it, and by the end of the day I saw how bright red my lips were and I was like, actually that looks really, really nice. So I think baby lips is the new lipstick I'm gonna wear every day at work. Sorry, that was like a really bad digression. That basically covered all the questions that you guys asked me. I will do another update. If you guys want to see one, let me know, because if you're getting bored of my rambling, then just tell me. But if you guys want to see what happens in like 3 weeks time when I go back. So just to clarify, 2020 vision just about, because I think I know what the letters are. And then on the 2020 vision line, out of the 4 letters, I couldn't really see 2 of them properly, but I could see the other 2. So when I got both eyes together, I've got 2020 vision. But the problem is, this is my theory on what the problem is. I get the glare on anything that's bright. Like anything I look at that's bright, everything has a slightly fuzzy edge to it. So when I'm looking at the text that comes up on my television, it's a black background and it's got white writing. So because the white is a bit brighter, it looks like it has a slight haze around the edge of it. And I think that's why things aren't clear. So my theory is my eyes, number 1, are still healing, which is why I'm getting the glare. And number 2, when the glare goes away, I think my vision would then be slightly sharper. So I don't think this is the end. And if it is, I'll just deal with it. Because at the end of the day, I've got 20/20 vision. So I don't really want to recommend anyone have this done. Just because I wouldn't want to be held responsible for if somebody has it done and then isn't happy with the vision like me. Because now I look back on it, I don't think I would have got it done if I knew that it wasn't going to be as clear as my glasses. Obviously, I was under the misconception that I would be able to see as clearly as my glasses, but I'm talking like 9 days after my surgery, so I don't really know how accurate I'm being. And this is why I'd like to do a follow-up to let you know what I think, but if you guys just think, Trish, you're just talking a pile of crap, then I won't make the video. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. My eyes are feeling quite dry at the moment, which is probably why it looks like I'm squinting, because I feel like I've got really dry contact lenses in. So I will go now and I will think about what I'm going to film, and I may possibly film another video while I'm in the mood and no one's at home and I've got nothing to do. So, oh my god, okay, I don't really want to say this, but I am basically single again. Just don't understand why this stuff happens to me. And I've been single for like the last 3 weeks to month. Had this conversation with Kishan because I was obviously planning on doing a boyfriend tag up until like 3 weeks ago. And then I actually left my boyfriend because I don't really want to go into it, but it's just a long-winded thing off. But I thought you guys would be really excited because I got asked on a date. And I know you guys love date stories. So I'm actually going on a date on Tuesday. He doesn't know that I make YouTube videos, which is why I'm filming this, because I didn't really want him to know that I do YouTube just yet. And I will let you know how it goes. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Love you lots. Mwah.